Hey guys, what's up? It's Dragonstorm, and I'm here with a blank screen. But why? Well, I'm going to be doing Pokemon theories now on my channel. So if you guys have any Pokemon theories, please cast them in the comment section, but at the end of the video, because I'm actually going to one that I have created myself. I have not researched much, but I do know a lot. So I have some that could make this theory correct. Why are there shiny legendaries? And are there truly two of every legendary? Is there two Xerneas? Is there two Deontay? Is there two Hoopa? That annoying little plot hole. Sorry, I'll give you guys the plot hole later. In another theory video. I'll always reference it though, via this stuff. Anyway, but why are there shiny legendaries and how? And if there is, why are there two, technically speaking? Well, let's go ahead and get into it. So, going into different Pokemon, let's start with the main creator, Arceus. Let me just try. Let me just search real quick. Arceus. There we go. It's a gold little Arceus. Here's him with all his plates intact. Ice, or water, I guess, poison, steel, and other, and normal. So, basically, he's gold. Honestly, that looks fucking majestic. I love it. It's fucking majestic. I want to hug it. Well, we have our little shiny magicalness here. Because, I mean, he's the creator. Here's the normal Arceus. But isn't he the creator of all Pokemon? How could there be two? There should only be one Arceus. But what if there was multiple Arceuses as a scapegoat in case of this one got captured? So let's start with the big man himself, Arceus. Arceus is basically the god of Pokemon. He is basically the creator, claimed in several movies. Claimed and introduced in the games as kind of the creator. Now, some kids be like, Mew is actually the true ancestor. It's actually the first ever Pokemon. Or no, this one is. But I'm gonna go with Arceus just for this theory. I do like Mew the best. It's one of my favorites. I mean, it's so fucking adorable. But trust me, you'll be like, what? There's two Mews? After this. So, believing as there's multiple of every Pokemon, what about legendaries? Isn't there only supposed to be one of each? Well, my friends, Arceus is that one who created all of them, correct? Yeah, you guys will totally agree. What is this? What does it say? Nobody cares. Seriously, nobody really cares about that. Anyway, sorry, but you'll have that little shiny Arceus kind of floating through your world. Be like, yes, Pokey, it's multi-type and everything. So yeah, he banished you. Anyway, sorry. I'm getting off track very easily. Anyway, so we have the big man himself, but why would he create two of himself? Well, like I said, what if he gets captured? I'm going to reference him as a male because he just looks like that. At least to me. Seriously, what could you say that's female? And if you're like, no, but Arceus is a multi-gender. It's no gender. I'm like, idiots. I'm just going to reference him a guy for now. I always give legendaries a gender. I'm not trying to offend anyone by giving them a gender. It's just, I just tend to. I like calling my Pokemon a girl or a boy, okay? Okay. Anyway. So, we have an Arceus here. But why is that so important? Well, it's a shiny. That's why. If the big man himself, Arceus, has gotten captured by a measly little trainer in one of those giant fucking Master Balls that no one can escape, Arceus may be an all-powerful Pokemon, but you're all kind of wrong. He is just one of those Pokemon that still can't escape a Master Ball. None of them can. Literally none. No Pokemon can escape a Master Ball, not even Arceus. So, in case if he gets captured, he created a duel of himself who started the timeline over. The timeline being, darn, I had the picture. Here, let me just go back to it. Here we go. Sorry, that took a bit. Anyway, so here we go. The creator. What if he created another version of himself who created all of these Pokemon all over again, who morphed humans again, and who created these Pokemon again, except different. They were shiny and not regular like this. Who turned out shiny, like Mewtwo is now green apparently for no reason. I don't even know. I feel sorry for you, Mewtwo. But anyway, who created all of these Pokemon again, except different, with different colors. Like this has a white underbelly and red on the top or something like that. And instead of a black body, it has white and a lighter blue. And Balance has a white there and something else I think there. I don't know. But anyway, what if Arceus created another of himself to recreate all of these legendaries, just in case if they get caught by some measly 10-year-old children going off on their journey who see a really cool Moltres and want to throw a Master Ball at it. Dang, fucking Moltres trolling me? Anyway, but if you notice in the X and Y games, when you restart and head to a random route, you'll find this little spark in the grass. Once you complete the game, it'll literally randomly pop up. I am not joking. It happened to me, and Moltres stuff came up on me. Zapdos came up on my sister, and Articuno probably came up on someone else. But anyway, or if you probably own some other games, it might just happen with the 3 legendary dogs. Legendary beasts, whatever you want to call them. Raikou, Entei, and Suicune. I remember their names. I done goofed last time I tried to make this video and said Thunder, Fire, and Suicune. Yes, I forget their names. But I googled it. See, I'm sad. I'm supposed to be the legendary master, and literally this is what I did in the games. I literally had this one. Where are you? This one. And I was working on this one at the time, and I also had this one. So yeah, that's what I had for my what's it called? Dang it, what's it called? For my Omega Ruby battles, because you can catch them there. Anyway, I was kind of surprised that I find Tornadus there. I need Thundurus to get Landorus though. Like, why? Why would you do this? I don't want to buy the other game. Anyway, so yeah, it probably just created all of these again. Does that mean there's 2 legendaries? Is my case wrong? Well, there's no quite evidence to prove that Arceus created a difference itself. Maybe it's just a glitch. Maybe Arceus was just in another type. Maybe it was just another type that we have not heard of. But that doesn't explain the rest of the shinies. Arceus was not in another type. If you catch a shiny Arceus, you know it's still a normal type. Until you give it one of the plates. Fire plate, ice plate, one of the flying plates, all those different plates. Up the attack, and if you give it to Arceus, it changes its type. Arceus turns pink if you give it the other one. Yeah, that's fun. The psychic plate, because that's pink, it's funny. Dragon one is kind of fun though. It's kind of purple. Fucking purple. Anyway, it looks kind of awesome with purple. Anyway, But let's take this out of Pokemon's point of view. You're busy praying to Arceus, hoping you don't get banished to go get eaten by Giratina. Don't question my logic there. Just don't. You're praying to Arceus, and then you see a golden Arceus up here. Like, oh wow, that's so cool. Arceus, I was just praying to you, and you're going to be like, Pikachu, Pikachu. And Arceus is like, who are you talking about? I wasn't getting any prayer from you. Anyway, so and they're like, ah, and then they throw you into the distortion dimension. But what you see there is not your regular red and black Giratina. It's a silver one. Your silver and blue one. Well, you're like, what? And so you try running away, obviously. Giratina's Giratina. Giratina's always fast. Anyway. So yeah. This world. But this world is not what you think. You're like, what? And then if Giratina throws you out, and then you go into the world that it's from, the Golden Arceus' world, you turn different. You turn shiny. You're a shiny Pikachu now, or you're a shiny version of whatever you are. I'm gonna go with Eevee because Eevee's like my favorite. So you're a shiny Eevee now. You're in the world of shinies, where shinies are common. Where all starters are female and rarely male. Where all rare stuff is common here. What if that's the case? What if there's two different worlds that have a slight portal via Giratina? What if both the Arceuses banished Giratina for a reason? As you can see, it says banished. But why? Why is he banished? Well, I'll answer that in the next video. Because I'm sure you don't want to listen to me rambling about this and yelling objection random times. So, I'm sure that you guys will find another chance and see me again. This has been Dragonstorm, and I will see you next time. Goodbye. If I can stop the recorder. Oh, come on, stop. Dang it! Sorry guys, I'm like on full screen, and maybe I shouldn't make it full screen.